Hello and welcome to F1 Livery Histories, the channel where we take a look back at the different paint jobs, racing trims and sponsor decals adopted by respective Formula 1 teams throughout the eras. Today we'll be looking back at the amazing story of a team which was conceived almost overnight, which went on to astound the Formula 1 paddock by claiming dual world championships in its first and only year as a competitive racing entity. Brawn GP. The origins of the Brawn team trace back to the withdrawal of the Honda Formula 1 team in December of 2008, as financial reasons saw the Japanese automakers abandoning its Formula 1 plans, putting the team on the market in the hopes of finding a buyer. It wasn't until March the following year when the Honda team's existing race contracts, along with the team's physical assets, were purchased outright by a group of former Honda F1 staff, including its team principal Ross Brawn, who was now the team's new majority shareholder. Henceforth, the team became known as Brawn GP, with the news breaking only 3 weeks ahead of the beginning of the 2009 season. With the loss of Honda's engines, Brawn would negotiate a deal to fit Mercedes-Benz power units into its newly designated BGP-001 chassis. And so, with plenty of media-fueled anticipation surrounding the team heading into its debut season, so begins our retrospective on the remarkable triumph of Brawn Grand Prix. Brawn GP arrived at the season opening race in Melbourne, unveiling a team livery which employed a white base, augmented with black and fluorescent yellow trimming. Perhaps the most appealing addition to the team's bright and energetic livery was the car's fluoro wheel covers. Initially, the car ran without any form of sponsorship, with only the logos of the team's technical partners, Mobil and Bridgestone, appearing on the car. Just ahead of the team's first ever qualifying session, Brawn landed a deal with Sir Richard Branson, which saw various forms of Virgin sponsorship appearing on the car's monocoque as part of a year-long deal. As the season unfolded, the team would acquire additional sponsors. Ahead of the Chinese Grand Prix, the team would sign investment company MIG Capital and sunglasses brand Ray-Ban, whilst the Spanish Grand Prix weekend saw the team helping promote the new Terminator Salvation film as part of a deal with Sony Pictures. Watchmakers Graham London became the team's official timing partner, appearing on the car's mirrors at the British Grand Prix. At the Singapore Grand Prix, Japanese company Canon would make a brief return to the Formula 1 playground, appearing on the car's side pods, whilst at Interlagos the team formed a partnership with Cervejaria Petrópolis, which saw Brazilian brewers Itaipava and TNT Energy Drink appearing on the car, alongside Banco do Brasil and American insurance company Mapfre. Finally, at the concluding round of the season, the team was joined by Qatar Telecom. Whilst the team's sponsor lineup remained inconsistent throughout its tenure, initial performances on track were exceptional. The team would win its maiden Grand Prix when Jenson Button first crossed the line at the Australian Grand Prix. Button would go on to secure a total of 6 wins during the season on his way to becoming World Drivers' Champion. A further 2 wins were collected by Rubens Barrichello, which helped the team cap off a fairy tale triumph with the Constructors' title in hand. The secret to the success of the Jorge Zander and Loic Biguar designed BGP-001 lay within the car's so-called double-decker diffuser, which despite protests from rival teams, was ultimately deemed to be legal and gave the team an aerodynamic advantage which proved to be insurmountable. At the end of the team's watershed season, Brawn would offload ownership of the team to the returning Mercedes Formula 1 concern, which saw the Brackley-based team renamed Mercedes GP heading into season 2010. Rarely in any category of motorsport is a team able to materialise in such a quick time and take championship honours in such convincing fashion. Despite enduring an immensely difficult period of uncertainty as an owner was sought for the wayward team during the off-season, Brawn was to emerge in a phoenix-like manner as a team with a success rate which in all likelihood will remain unmatched as the years roll on.